Now, field property pane. In the design view, field property pane appears in the lower half of the screen. You can use it to control data enter in a field and appearance of data on screen. It allows you to specify certain field characteristics and properties. Now, first, field size. This is the maximum size for data stored in the text or number field. Short text data contain 255 characters. Format. This specify how data will be displayed. Number and currency format. You can choose 7 predefined format, for example general number, currency, euro, etc. Date and time format. You can select predefined formats, general date, long date, medium date, short date, etc. Logical format. The by default display is yes, no, but you can set another option like a true, false, on, off, etc. Input marks. This facilitates data entry and control what the user enter in the field. Means you can here set a validation. Caption. This is an alternative name for the field to make the field name more understandable. It can contain up to 2048 characters. Default value. This value is automatically filled to make the field when you add a new records. Validation rule. A validation rule limits the value that the field will accept. For example, if the validation rule for the field is less than equal to 100, means that field must contain a value less than or equal to 100. Validation text. This is the error message that appears when the value entered in a field violates the validation rule. Required. Enter yes if the field should always receive a value during the data. The default value of it is no, which means that the field can be left blank. Allowed 0 length. This property is used for text and memo data types. If a required is yes, then allowed 0 length is no. Now, queries. What is the mean by queries? A queries means an access query is method of getting answer to question about data. The query can involve a single table or multiple tables to answer the question about the data. There are two methods for creating a query: query design and query wizard. After making a query, we can run the query for getting the result. So, first of all, click on Run in the Result group on the Design tab. The output for the query will be displayed. Then after, you can save the query. For that, click the Field tab and select Save in the menu that open, or click the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar. Now we can see how practically perform a query. Now, Query Wizard. See, first of all, make a table, insert the record, then after, click on Create tab. Then you can see in Queries group, click on Query Wizard. Now new query dialog box appear. Click on Simple Query Wizard, then OK. Now here we select EMP ID and insert. Now another field is EMP department number, select and insert. Then next button. Then again click on next button. Here we can insert a proper name of the query and then after click on finish button. In this way we can run Query Wizard. Now second one, for making a query, first of all generate a table and then after start making a query. So see, click on create, then query design. This is the second way for making a query. Then you can see a show table dialog box appear. Then select a table name and add. Then close dialog box. Then below side of the screen, here we set the field name, EMP ID, EMP name, EMP salary, department number and EMP salary. Now short option, here remove the tick mark for hiding the name, then set ascending order. In a criteria row, here we set the condition greater than or equal to 50,000, and then after run the query, you can see the result. Here given the record employee who having a salary above 50,000. Now save the query, click on save button, then give a proper name of the query. Here given the name descending EMP department number. Now click on OK button. In this way we can generate a query. Now next one is a form. Form provide an easy way to enter, edit and view data in a table. There are three ways to create a form. First one is using the form command. Second one is using the split form, and third one is using the form wizard. Now reports. Reports are effective way to present your data in printed format. Here given two ways for making a report. First one is using the report command and second one is report wizard. Here tactically we learn how to make a form. First of all, generate a table and then after click on create tab. Create tab, then forms group, then select their form. First of all, select the first row of the table, then after click on form. So in this way we can generate a form. Form is used for to insert a record in the table. Then after we can format the form, select the color, click on form, then select a particular color, and in this way we can decorate or format our form. Then after save it in with the proper name. Now second option, again open table, then create, then after click on more form option, select the split form. So when you click on this, you can see two parts. Upper part is a form part and below part is table part. So by using this we can see form as well as table simultaneously. That's why it is called split form. Again click on EMP information and then create tab, and last one option is, third one is form wizard. Select all the option, insert, then next, then columnar, then next, then here given the name EMP information, then finish. In this way we generate a form. Here we learn how to create a report. First of all, open the table, then click on create option, then in a report group we can see their first option, report. Click on this. In a simple way we can generate a report. We can also get the printout. This is the first way for generating report. Now second one is again create, again open the table, then again report group and select report wizard, then select all the option and insert it, then click on next button, then click on next button. Here we select a particular field. Here we select EMP cell, set that descending, then click on next, then next. Give a proper name of report, then click on finish button. In this way we can also set a report.